These are violent criminals, so they're not going to go down easy.
Let's get this done.
Richard, season 7, The Rookie. It's been a long road. It's been a long journey.
Yes.
And instead of looking forward, I'm actually going to look back first. And I'm curious, for your character, when you look back on Gray's sort of his arc and his story, what are you the most proud of when you think of his character and playing his character?
What I'm most proud of about Lieutenant Gray, I'm a lieutenant now. I didn't know if you were aware of that. What I'm most proud about this character is his growth. I think he's starting to realize you can't judge a book by its cover. Starting with Nolan, at first I was like, nah, man, this ain't for you. This ain't the job for you. And as I saw his dedication to the work and that he had the same heart that I had, I embraced him. And what I love about Gray is his nurturing nature. He loves to nurture these young people and bring them up in the right way, in a safe way. So when they're hitting the streets, that they come home at night. And so I love that about my character. I love the growth, and he cares more and more for the individuals, as well as protecting the badge, in other words. So, and he kind of brings those together very well.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed that little arc where him and his wife go to New York and they see his daughter. And I thought that was such a fun little interlude, especially him functioning in New York. It was very funny.
It was.
Do you have any type of little storylines like that in mind where you're like, I want to do this at some point, that you've maybe pitched, or maybe this is your moment to pitch out into the world?
That's a good idea. Why do you tell me this before we start rolling? No, I love stuff like that. I hope Alexi, of course we can't do the kidnapping again, but I would love to do something more like that where, we take her, take my character. We have taken other characters out of the country and stuff like that, but I would love to take me to Japan or somewhere on the beach. But we would have to go to these places. We have to get a little skeleton crew and go to these places so we can shoot, the real of it.
Yeah, you have to shoot it in person on
Italy,
location.
something like that. Something nice.
Pick something where it looks like you have to be there.
Have to be there. There. Okay. Just so we're clear. Okay.
And just looking into season 7, I mean, there's a lot going on. Season 6 ended on a big note. I mean, especially with all of these criminals, it's not just Oscar and Jason out there, but the fallout from Monica. Can you talk a little bit about how the cast and the characters are going to be dealing with all of this fallout and all of this sort of chaos?
Well, yeah, we're professionals, so we deal with it with, kind of in the ease, but understanding the dangers of everything around, and especially when it comes to Jason and Oscar, and we understand that these are diabolical, criminals. They're diabolical, but yeah. So it's about us keeping our cool, keeping our calm about ourselves, but also being very effective, very fast. So what you'll see is a lot of not tension in the sense of mental tension, but tension in the fact of going after it and trying to get these guys under control.
I'm actually curious because Gray is he's at the same age level as Nolan. And I feel like when it first started, there was some tension there.
Yes.
But I like when the two of them bond over being a little bit older men. The mature men. I don't want to call them old. Seasoned.
We like the word seasoned. Okay.
I'm actually curious, is there something that you want to explore when it comes to your character and that sort of element of him? Because he's obviously, you said he's a lieutenant. I assume captain is after that?
Captain is after that.
Is that something that is in his purview, or is he good where he is?
I think when it comes to Gray, Gray is very comfortable on where he is. He didn't even want the lieutenant promotion in that. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like given to him. He was like, oh, okay, I got to take it because I've been here that long. But I don't think it's anything that he was striving for. He's not like a lot of the younger characters like the Chins and, the Lopezes that wanted to become a detective. I think he had his opportunity to do all that, but he's very comfortable, not just comfortable, but he's satisfied. And like training up, these people and making them strong. I would sit there and say, but patrol cops. You know what I'm saying? People on the street. He likes the street, and he likes helping people that want to work the street like that. I mean,
I like that about him, and I thought about a lot of the characters. They're kind of like they're working the community. Exactly. That's important. I'm curious, when you look back at playing your character and when you first got Gray, when you first started playing Gray, what was the first moment? What was the moment for you where you were like, aha, like I get this character now? Do you have like a specific scene or a specific storyline where you're like, I get it, this is how it's going to work?
It's funny because, I got Gray immediately once I started, when the first speech that he had to Nolan, when he was just like, look, man, this is a calling. You can't just be coming in here, even though it was I was trying to make Nolan like retire early. There was something about that speech that let me know his heart in the whole thing, that he believed this was a calling. And everybody's not called to that. And it's a dangerous calling. And it's something that if you don't take it seriously, it can change not only your life, but it can change everybody else's life. It can change your partner's life. It affects more than just you. So you have to be very careful in what you're doing. And because of that speech, I had a nice talk with Alexi, and Alexi just kind of was like, yeah, that's exactly where this character is. That's his heart. His heart is to make sure all these men and women that are under him understand that if you've been called to this, then it is very important and it's something to take serious and it's something to hold precious.
So just wrapping up, I'm curious, when shows when you get a lot of seasons in a show, sometimes they like to play around and sometimes there's like a musical episode. I'm curious, if there was one, what is the song?
Please have a musical episode. I would love that. I actually pitched that. Oh, that's funny. Well, I actually pitched a black and white musical episode, and they said no. But I did pitch it. What would the song be? I can't sing a lick, but everybody else on the show can. That's what's great about it. I just want to hear everybody else's voice. There's auto-tune. I mean, there's ways we can get around that. That's what I'm trying to say.
What is his song?
What would be Gray's song?
Gray's song, yeah.
Oh, Gray's song would be probably To Live the Impossible Dream. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like one of those big ballads. Like that would be like a big ballad. To try to fight the impossible. I'll be like that.
I think you can sing. I mean, this is amazing.
No, I really can't. But, maybe I'll rap one or something like that. Yeah, I can do the rap part.
I'm going to put that out there. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. Season 7.
Thank you for speaking with me. Look at this. I love that.
Thank you.